Hi everyone, I'm Eric,
And I'm Sarah.
and we're here to talk about sexual violence.
It's an issue that's really important to the both of us.
Yep. So Sarah, can you talk about ways that you've been involved on campus?
Yeah, so I became involved in sexual violence prevention in my first year here at Pitt. I was a peer educator and I got to do an internship in the Title IX office at Pitt. So I know that sexual violence prevention is really important to you too. So how did you first get involved?
So growing up, I didn't get a lot of exposure to education regarding sexual violence or sexual assault. And so when I first got to college and I saw all of these different campaigns and student groups focused on empowering survivors and raising awareness about sexual assault, I wanted to be a part of that change and a part of creating a culture where sexual violence and sexual harassment is not the norm.
So I'm a survivor of sexual violence, but that wasn't something that I would have been able to say even when I first got involved in sexual violence prevention. I first got involved because I had had some experiences that I didn't feel comfortable with, but I didn't really know how to classify them because I didn't have much education about sexual violence. So once I got involved, that was my way of learning and understanding and kind of coming to terms with my experience. So the more involved I got, the more supported I felt in those groups, and now today I'm able to identify that part of, my experience.
So rape culture often starts with our everyday words and actions, and those words and actions become behaviors, and that behavior becomes a culture that's often accepted as the new normal, and we cannot allow that.
Instead, we want to replace that culture with one of support for survivors and people who are stepping up and intervening when they see things happening that are not okay and that are unacceptable. So rape culture is questioning someone's story when they come forward and say what they've experienced. Rape culture is victim blaming.
Rape culture is catcalling someone on the street. Rape culture is saying homophobic or sexist jokes.
Rape culture is making any sexual advances or comments towards someone without their consent. Sometimes it can be intimidating if someone comes and confides in you with something that you don't know how to handle. But things you should do if someone comes to you and tells you that they're a survivor of sexual violence or tells you that they think they may have experienced something, you should believe them right off the bat. You should listen to them and hear them out and let them speak and share as much as they feel comfortable with. You should validate their feelings and experiences. Tell them that they're not alone and that there are people here who care about them and want to support them.
And be thoughtful about the language you're using. Asking someone about how much they drank last night or what they were wearing is never okay and should never be a part of the conversation.
Make them aware of and help support them through reaching out to resources that can better support them and are experts in sexual violence.
You could help your friend out by walking them to the Wellness Center or to the Title IX office, where you could help them with different accommodations such as getting them a no-contact order or helping them with academic accommodations.
And if someone confides in you, make sure to follow up and make sure that they're still okay in the future.
The outreach and the awareness we do every day is extremely important and empowering, but at the end of the day, we still have to acknowledge that sexual assault still happens, and it's important for all of us to be there for one another.
And if it happens to you, just know that you're not alone. Healing is a journey, but it is possible and you're not broken. Sexual violence hurts everyone, so we must all be a part of the conversation.
We must talk about it.
We all must take on this work. Staff, faculty, students, and all community members.
Call out language that perpetuates rape culture. Be an active bystander.
If you're interested in getting involved in sexual violence prevention work on campus, know that there are so many options. You can look on the SHARE website to get more information about student organizations or check out the activities fair. You're a member of this Pitt community now, and your community is what you make of it. So let's make this community a supportive and loving one.